Yeah, that log press has nothing to do with this video. I'm just proud of it.
Oh no! I got dechained.
Dechained. Brian Aldrew, unchained.
Unchained. Train unchained.
I don't know who he's referencing, but I think we know who he's referencing.
Oh, you don't know? I don't know.
Huh? Oh, you're gonna tell us who is he referencing, Billy?
Oh, is this on camera now? Okay.
What?
I said if this is on camera.
Oh, don't get shy now.
Yeah.
Don't get trigger shy now.
Yeah, I'm very shy.
You ugly SOB. Ugly Bill.
Ugly Bill. I can do that. That works.
You don't like Pretty Billy?
Nah, no. That sounds like a lie. I'm not comfortable with lying.
False advertisement.
False advertisement.
It's hard to come back.
Well, I'm squatting today. So like I mentioned before, I'm running that Dark Horse program as well. One of the more recent ones Brian put out. It is something different than what I'm normally doing. I'm on my building set right now. I'm at 315. My lower back is entirely feeling it from my overhead press, PR. On top of that, before that, I had a 90% deadlift day, so my lower back's taken quite a hit. I'm actually doing back squat today, which is a rarity for me. Normal barbell back squat. I'm trying to save my lower back a little bit, but I'm working up to about 75, 80%, and then I'm coming back down and working rep ranges, I
think I have something like some naked shower pictures or something.
Ooh, I'm recording this, by the way.
That's eBay money, man.
So we're gonna start this bit off at $5 for naked shower pics. One single shower pic a piece. Hey, we're talking a couple thousand people here. This could fly. This could skyrocket. I'm gonna check input times so I know who's got the latest bid. Okay? Who doesn't want a chunk of this big lovable guy?
Drink it in.
Drink it.
You're welcome, internet.
No straw needed. We're chugging. Back on track before that train just completely derailed. I was talking about rep ranges. I'm working up 75, 80% on the build, and then I'm actually dropping down to some high rep ranges at like 70, 60, and 50, I believe, at about 9, 11, and 13 reps. So it is a lot of reps. And my main goal here is actually to save my lower back a little bit. So if need be, if I'm folding too much or I'm feeling it way too much, because my lower back was so tight at the end of that press day from everything accumulating that it was literally hard to like sit down, and that's not okay. So avoiding injury, I will manipulate the percentages probably down if need be by 5. I don't really want to go any more than 5% because I do want to get the work in, but if need be, I will listen to my body. And that's really the point I was trying to get at here is because I'm going through it currently with my lower back and starting this program. I came out hard charging and I'm kind of in the point where I either back off the throttle or push through it. But I do not want to get hurt before the Arnold. So when it comes down to the decision being made, I'm 100% going to listen to my body because I did not always have that discipline. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your fake... Wow, that's blurry.
Seth, you're back.
315 does not feel that heavy on an SSB.
Dude, I feel heavy. Everything feels...
Yeah, my lower back's just lit up. I was like fighting not to fold. 4 or 5 kind of went, eh. Definitely felt like 505. I felt probably 90% of that in my back than I did anything else. So I'm gonna drop back, do the percentage work, but I'm gonna take 5% off of each of the percentages to kind of save that, because I do have another training day tomorrow for bench. So I don't want to dig too deep and be wrecked come Monday for deadlifts. So it's give and take. Everything costs something. And at the end of the day, your body's going to win because you're either going to listen to it, you're going to get hurt. Time for some giant sets. Woo! And dogs. Oh God. Watch out. Oh. That is rain or hail. I'm gonna finish this at home. All right, y'all, so as you can see, I am home now. It would have literally been me sitting there yelling into the camera to you guys because it was so loud. That gym has a metal roof, so even normal rain makes it pretty loud and impossible to film. But that was on a whole nother level. Now, it wasn't hail, it was just really heavy rain. It was freezing rain, I believe, which means that it started out frozen. By the time it made its way down to the ground, it was water. The raindrops were extremely dense and extremely heavy, which made it literally sound like someone, when it started, was throwing marbles one at a time onto the roof, and then it just dumped. Here's your little meteorology lesson for the day. So that is why I'm here at the house finishing this video for you guys. Now, basically, this squat day was pretty much kind of giving you on some insight of how I handle fatigue and the CNS stuff when it comes to things like my squat. Now, yes, 275 is not a weight I'm proud of to squat by any means for me personally. That is extremely light, and especially on a SSB. Now, my 60% would have been a lot heavier on an SSB than it would have been a back squat, because I don't really do back squat that often unless I'm trying to save my back or fatigue, because it will be lighter. I'm not a competitive powerlifter, so therefore I don't really have to rely on that back squat too much. Now, I may incorporate it into conditioning, things like that, but as far as its main use for me was for days like today to save my back, because the SSB and the spider bar are much more taxing on your lower back and posterior chain than a normal back squat, plain and simple. So that was me trying to save what I had left so it did not carry over through the weekend and I wasn't worth a shit come Monday. I was listening to my body, making sure I was not digging even deeper than I needed to be. Now, on that last set, I got 15, which the target range was 13. My legs probably had well over 20, but my lower back had about 3. I haven't always had that discipline with my training. That was a lot of learning the hard way and learning a lot from lifting with stronger, more experienced guys. So try to surround yourself with guys like that have more experience, that are stronger, that have been there and done that. Some learned the hard way, some did not, but either way they learned it. They know that to be something that will impact your training. I'm not saying if you're not feeling it, don't go in and not do shit. That is not what I'm saying at all. But listen to your body. Maybe let off the gas pedal a little bit. That's exactly what I did, because I do not want one bad squat day to impact the next week of training, possibly months if I had gotten injured and then I couldn't train at all. So that was a first-hand look at exactly how I handle it, bringing you in some on my routine, what I'm doing. Hopefully that gives you guys something to put in your arsenal as well. So as of right now, I don't feel terrible, but my lower back is pretty lit up and I did not want to push it further than I should have. So I'm happy with that training session overall, even though I wasn't using the weight I would like to use, but that is okay. You win some, you lose some. Everything costs something down the line. That log and that 90% deadlift day costed me my squat a little bit, and things will flip-flop. Some days my deadlift and my squat feel great. The other days my overhead press and bench do not. So they're constantly flip-flopping. It's constantly a changing balance of give and take with everything, and you just got to learn how to manage that the best as you can. Now everyone will do that a little bit differently, so take that for what it's worth to you, put it into your game plan, mold it to you individually, make it work for you, and then execute. That is about all I got for you guys at this point in time. I'll see y'all later in the week. Until the next time, you guys know what the deal is. Get out there, get after it, and embrace the suck.